What's something that never fails to make you cringe? People clacking their teeth on metal forks, spoons. And that ching sound. Cripes. What about when people grind their teeth to make that chalk on blackboard sound? I thought you said when people grind their teeth on chalkboards, and I shuddered so hard. People that chomp their teeth together when eating a banana or yogurt or other soft food. Egg. Same but more, so I hate tasting the popsicle stick. Brothers trying really hard to be alpha in public. Generally using alpha and beta to describe people does it for me. That's what a beta cuck would say, yes. Wait, people actually refer to themselves as alphas or others as beta, and they're not being ironic? Lol. I remember when years ago someone on 9gag commented that their husband was a stay-at-home dad. Someone answered, well, it's fine if you want yourself a nice little beta male, but I'm an alpha and alphas aren't stay-at-home dads. It was the most hilarious comment I've ever read. Like, this person was so delusional. Actually taking care of your child makes you less of a man. I had a mate ask me super seriously if I thought he was an alpha or a beta the other day. The whole conversation made me cringe. Watching someone flirt with a person in customer service. They are being paid to be nice to you. That's it. Leave the poor retail person alone. When I worked in retail, I had male customers flirt with me while their wives were standing right there and obviously so over it, especially the middle-aged ones who had obviously been putting up with that behavior their entire married lives. It's alright because he drives a Jag. Thinking about things I said to people in the past. I once called a 7th grader Hannah Montana on a bus. I was in kindergarten. My name is actually Montana, so I got made fun of from people that would call me Hannah Montana. It was a sad time. My name is Hannah, and I get called Hannah Montana. It is a sad time. I went to school with a girl called Hannah H. They were handing tests back in alphabetical order and they handed hers out after someone with a surname starting with G. I went, why did you get yours before mine? Mine starts with I. She looked at me, deadpan, and said, you think my surname is Montana, don't you? I was very embarrassed. Family vloggers. Especially when the kids are obviously not into it. Every YouTube video thumbnail making this face. A. YOUONTB LAEVWH at our pages India TO spring break TRIB. Don't forget to hit subscribe, cringe. With the exception of Jablinski Games. People find their comments when they are awarded. This thanks for the read. Oh, you'll love our award speeches. Of course there's an entire subreddit. Of course I'm joining. Thanks. They act like they can redeem them for cash. I will tolerate it when the gilded comment s to say please don't gild me, but donate to relevant charity now instead. I will tolerate it or else what? You'll call the police. Sheesh. White suburban adolescents that talk like they're street. My little sister were Irish watchers, so many American YouTubers that's got an American accent. It drives me up the wall. What does American sound like to foreigners? Sounds like you always have something in your mouth. It's probably more cheeseburgers. I like the way this is phrased, like the default is having some cheeseburgers in your mouth, but we have more cheeseburgers. Americans tend to pronounce their RS a lot more obviously, which gives their words a sort of rounded sound. Also they're generally more outwardly positive and hyperbolic than, say, Englishmen. When I hear my own voice back in a recording. Working in a call center, they had us evaluate our own calls for performance. Hearing not only my voice, but my customer service voice. Ugh, I've not recovered. I always think I have a deep-ish voice, but every time I hear a recording of myself I remember nope, I sound terrible. For some reason, every time I hear a recording of my voice is at least twice as deep. Same, I wouldn't say it sounds good, but oh boy is it deep. You get used to it, if you hear it enough. A bedroom musician. My pictures from middle school, when I was a Reggie scene kid in a Christian suburban private school. Adults doing Fortnite dances. Pretty cringy, alright. TBF, weren't they just normal dance moves before Fortnite? All of a sudden, just because they exist in Fortnite they get a stigma. They probably also got into ligma. I love doing the shittest Fortnite dances I can, but only when I'm at home. and I'm trying to make someone laugh on purpose. My mom loves when me and my younger brother do it. She finds it hilarious, and my boyfriend finds it really funny. But not even I would ever dream of doing it in public or unironically. This video watch at your own peril. This is a video for me. I can't make it through without feeling a massive amount of secondhand embarrassment. Legit didn't make it past 3 seconds. Just as Satan said on Twitter, humanity was a mistake. The dorkiness in that is so awkward that I found it endearing. I would have been friends with those people in high school. Guaranteed. Yeah, same. No cringe here. Almost wholesome tbh. I went down a weird rabbit hole of cringe compilations linked to this video. It'll never get rid of this embarrassment. Facebook memories from 10 years ago, when I went through a breakup with my high school sweetheart. Every year when they come up the cringe gets worse. Pictures of me coming up with a spray tan bangs 2005 eyebrows. My opinions. When I was 14. Facebook memories need some sort of cringe filter. Seeing somebody else get an injection. It's about the only thing in a movie that I look away from. For me it's when they cut the palm of their hand. I'll bet you love the show Supernatural. I cannot stand to see a shot, please. Don't make me watch, I'd rather not. This knockoff Sprog tastes weird. That and anything with eyes. I developed a weird eye phobia after watching 28 Days Later. Furries. I'm sure they're nice people but ish. Furry here. They often make me cringe too. Most of us are normal people, but there are a lot of cringy people in the fandom and they often get the most attention. See also every other fandom ever. Stop ripping fourths off of your arms in movies and TV shows. Please. Iron Man tends to do that quite a bit. Also movies don't show how long the fourth cannula is. I left an R&D department and the nurses forgot to take out my cannula before I left, so I had to take it out myself at home. It was so long it felt like it just kept going. I love how overdone this is, and the idea that you can just walk right out of a place when in reality you'd have alarms going off saying you're flatlined. Oh, and writers like to forget that really unsexy thing they give you sometimes in a hospital called a catheter. Have fun pulling that out by yourself. Isn't It Romantic did a great scene about this. Those hyped up macho guys who get in your face and almost kiss you when they think you've disrespected them. That happened to me before. The trick is to kiss them. No joke, one of my friends did this to a guy that tried to fight him. It instantly ended the confrontation. I feel like this is one of those things that either works or you die. People who eat ice cream with their teeth. Just reading this made my teeth feel weird. I do this and had no idea it was weird. In my defense, I can't stand people who lick ice creams and then I have to see all the soggy ice cream around their mouth. Oh. IMH, the correct way is somewhere in between those at a happy medium. How are you supposed to eat it then? Look, sometimes there's a crunchy bit or a cookie dough piece and I just wanna go for it. Public marriage proposals. I'm not just talking about the ones that end in rejection, although they do turn the cringe up to $99.99. Even if you were 100% sure it was going to be accepted, I don't understand why you would want a crowd for such an intimate thing. I had that happen to me, the fall down on one knee show. I couldn't bear to humiliate him in front of his friends. The relationship did not last, as I never really forgave him. Yep, I get the feel that a lot of dudes, not all of them, propose with a crowd as a safety net. We had never even discussed it, only been together a month. If he had brought it up in private, I would have definitely said it was too soon. Only been together a month, oh no. When someone comes up with a giant billboard that says you want to be my girlfriend, exposing the victim in public. Movie reference? Or does this happen in real life? There was this clip on it of someone doing this in a heavily crowded mall with an Italian band, a speaker and microphone and a massive introduction speech. She rejects him. The cringe is ungodly. Kid channels on YouTube. I cringe even more when I see kids in public watching them on their parents' phone. Jojo Siwa wants to know your location. Especially when they crank the disturbing up to 11 RL Sigat BTW. The crunch sound when stepping on a bug bath. Most upvotes I ever got, lol, thanks. What about the crunch sound when you chew on it? Yes officer, this comment right here. Nothing wrong with eating bugs, just one of those things Western society has arbitrarily decided is icky unless the bug lives in water, then it's a delicacy. Bruno, water bugs are even worse. I stepped on a bug, it made a crunch. After that I lost my lunch. When someone is giving a speech and they ask how's everybody doing, and then immediately oh that's not loud enough, I said how's everybody doing? Please stop. I said I'm doing good, goddammit. It is so overdone and has been for decades. It's just awful and serves zero purpose.